Hey everyone, I moved this over. It only took like 20 minutes to install. So let's... Oh, I'm getting screen tearing. Why am I getting screen tearing? What the Oh, frame rate's not locked. Why is that? Oh, because I accidentally started it in... Oh, 1 second. Okay, there. It's not running at 70 frames a second anymore. And giving me a shit ton of screen tearing. So we are going to... Wrong thing. It's weird that M is not map. And tab is. I guess that you want to get to the map more than you want. Yeah, I'll deal with all this later. Let's go... Foundation, let's go talk to the board. So how do I get to the... Wrong thing. How do I get there? So... Out this way and around? Yeah. Whoa. Ooh, that frame rate, though. A little bit of chug on... Oh, wrong one. A little bit of chug on that old, Have to go up? And then out? I accidentally started in DirectX 11 instead of 12, and I'm noticing, actually, some... like, performance issues compared between the two. Which you wouldn't think, because... the X11 in 12 are really not incredibly different. Mostly it's DLSS and, like ray tracing support and stuff for 12, along with some stuff, but most things perform worse in 12? At least that I've seen. I've not personally tested this, but yeah. I don't know, weird. Anyway, hotline chambers this way. Yes, oh, I missed that sound. That ringing is so fucking good.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond. Problem in the Foundation. That was Ahti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Okay. So we're going back to the last place we saw Ahti. I guess going back to Central Executive would be the quickest way to get to a control point. Wish there was one in the director's office, not gonna lie. But that's quick, I guess, so... Alright, we're going to maintenance. Oh, crap. Where in maintenance, though, is the question. Oh, okay, I see. Blackrock Quarry. So... Man, we just got a lot of stuff at the quarry, huh? This was a fairly unexplored section in the game, so I guess, yeah, it makes sense that they would put a bunch of DLC here. Oh, it feels good to be back to this game, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you again, Chomps. This is gonna be fun. I am going the right way, right? Yes. Ahti. Yeah, bud. Over there? Where? I did not pick that up before. Okay. It seems like this is the door. Like, from what I can tell, it's this. This is where we gotta go, but this isn't opening. There's nothing behind that. You can see there's nothing behind that. That's not completely clipped. I wonder, did they ever get rid of the, Let's see if I can do the surf thing. Oh, wait, no. I think it can't be a breakable object. I think it has to be, like, the barrels and shit like that. I don't actually know 100% how to do this, so... How do you just let go? Oh, almost had it. Okay. Whatever. The thing we, I think, need is already almost here, so... I will practice that off camera and see if I can get the fucking... They might have actually fixed that, because I know the speedruns are done on the 1.0 version of the game, so... Who the fuck knows? We are nowhere. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. The physics aren't right on this. Oh, that's good. Like, it's like a treadmill. That's really funny. I legit don't know if this is where I'm supposed to go, but I assume because that's where she said where Ati went on vacation. So, yeah. I can't fly. Ooh, I missed something down here.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ati.
It really does. I have heard that the DLC is way harder than the end of the game. Like it's for fucking real, too. So this should be fun. I'm gonna die a lot.
So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Ati, where'd you go? Ati, if you are the hiss now, I'm going to be very upset. Oh god, I love it every time.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
Also, I need to go get the font for this game again so I can do the proper stuff.
Down here in a while.
Followers. The fuck? That seems not good.
Pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Okay. We got new characters.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline?
Yeah, that's
She's dead.
possible.
Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
New materials. Research site Delta. Oh, wait. Oh, that's all health, yeah. Jesus, it's just a bunch of question marks. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, finally new shit to explore in this game. I'm so happy. Like, I know there was this free update, and that's cool. It's a, like, horde mode type thing. I think that's dope as fuck for this kind of game. But yeah, they are a lot tougher than I remember the end enemies being before the superpower endgame shit that the board of directors does. Damage boost 39%. Okay, wait a minute. We need to get rid of some shit really quick, cause yeah, that's one of the. Okay, let's. How do I do this? I don't remember how to play this game. Deconstruct. Didn't mean to deconstruct that. Shit. Whatever. Weapon mod's full. Oh, they're still full. Okay. It's like my... How many can I hold compared to how many do I have? Because I apparently have too many. Okay, there. I can pick them up now, so that's all that matters. Okay, save again really quick, just because don't want to deal with that again. Do I really not have access to this? Motherfucker. Oh! Wrong weapon. Okay, I can't get to whatever that is yet. Okay, white void below. That's fun. End of the episode. Before we actually end it, we will read anything that is marked red. The fuck are you? New enemy types. Okay.
Are using pickaxes now?
Oh boy. Rusher enemies like that. Cool. Just what I want. Huh, yeah. Okay, this should be fun to deal with. Oh, beware of dangerous toxic geysers. Hey, Remedy. Why? Why don't you just put a big sign that just, like, pull up the, like, the big bold font that you use for new location names and just put fuck you. Can I walk on this? No. There's no way in hell I'm walking on that. Okay. You must get, like, a upgrade to the float power or something. This looks very similar to where we just were. Oh, whatever.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the Bureau.
Oh no. Oh. It doesn't just kill you now. Come on, that has to have done something to it. Right? Oh, okay, yeah, it's almost dead. Okay, yeah, a lot stronger than before. Weapon mods are full again. Oh my god, okay. Is there a way to increase inventory size or something? Well, there's hiss there, so... Also, didn't we eliminate the hiss? Well, wait, I guess if they were in the Foundation.
I could really use my head of research right about now.
She wouldn't be able to...
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
No, that ain't Marshall. That is not actually Marshall.
Whoa. This
Whoa.
place is huge.
Every time.
Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
The Nail is a very good name for a thing. Ley lines. Oh boy. Okay, foundation pillar. So this is like the pillar of the foundation or something? Or one of them? Let's look in here though.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Okay, and there was another door over here. Item. Need. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, let's read some lore. Oh boy, yeah, there's a lot. Okay.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Okay, well, you didn't, so that sucks. These are going to be the ones that we already heard, so I'm just going to play these really quickly.
My life's...
Just to make them not... There we go. Okay, correspondence. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. Remember that Robert Ricardo fella we brought in as special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today I found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and strange black pillar in the center. Kind of looked like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guess. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we're careful to limit this guy's exposure to non-ordinary. Drugged him and carried him through the upper floors. It was a real hoot, by the way. But we need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling or orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. Okay, well, that seems bad. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but the Northmore called an all-hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole up to the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they'll happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pot. I know that was you. Pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore is ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can, hauling our stuff out, and somehow convinced Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks that he wants to stay down here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing that shit in. So it's just constantly, all the red out there is just rusted iron dust. Oh, that sucks. Jukebox. So, containment procedure, item to be kept in a secure location in executive sector. Room must be sealed before usage to prevent unintentional transportation of staff. Classic 1950s jukebox made by Songmaster Entertainment Limited. The jukebox is found with a single record inside, a song for the others by blank, or redacted. When this record is played and the object, anyone within earshot, is translocated for as long as the album is playing. Those involved in the object's first known incident report being transported to a tropical beach, exact location unknown. When this object is used in the oldest house, it only transports users to an area located in the recently manifested quarry threshold. Researchers theorize that this site's unique spatial density results in all transitioning materials gravitating to this position, as has been observed by the other Bureau equipment. The oldest house's unique nature could also have an effect on the object itself. The object is not bound to any known individual. Attempts by Bureau staff to bind it have resulted in redacted and should not be attempted again. Albany. Upon arrival, the squad broke into the warehouse and discovered boxes of undelivered merchandise abandoned by the previous owner of the warehouse. As they investigated the noise, redacted alongside the south side of the building caused it to collapse inward. Wooden crates and accelerated physical redacted from redacted rendered field agent redacted and 2 trainees unconscious. The others escaped the warehouse before it collapsed entirely. In the rubble, they found AI-63 at the origin of the redacted, attracting and repelling debris. They stood guard around the item until the moon set, at which point the altered effect ceased. They returned the item to the Bureau without further incident. No fatalities occurred. The collapse of the warehouse was not witnessed by civilians, and thus no reinforming by the Communications Department was required. Okay. Holiday Memories tree. Oh. Okay, so something from Ash here. The results are incredible, but more so the speed of the discovery this allows us. AI-14 copies our speech, but after numerous tests, we've discovered that certain words are missing from its vocabulary. We began isolating these words, cross-referencing them with esoteric texts from early days of the Bureau. We found that these words were arranged particular formations and spoken at varying speeds and cadences. Elicit a reaction from when spoken in varying speeds and cadences, elicit a reaction from the altered materials. We tested this specific string of words, a formula, if you will, on the other altered items in Examination Hall. Varying physical responses are recorded from each one, with an 82% success rate. We've proven that words can tangibly affect these items. Scientific application must be explored, possibly for containment or identification purposes. This will drastically change our approach moving forward, and to think there's still more words to be found. And then this. Okay, Jasper Box. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after the Communications Department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatch agents became paralyzed. Upon arriving at the scene, additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the position of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. That sucks. And got some records to do. So Hiss sharpened. Looks like Hiss sharpened agents display the very natural ability to rapidly move short distances, so they have dash now. This ability is unique in the fact that it is not associated with any known object of power, except for the gun. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanations of the Hiss sharpened abilities currently include momentary time manipulation. Oh, fuck that. Brief increase in physical speed. Okay. Inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. Oh, fuck off. If we do not accept the Hiss sharpened abilities is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique parent natural abilities or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is cause for concern. Refer to file redacted for full report. And oh fuck, okay, cave paintings. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but soon it became clear that it depicted events far outside average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume these images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I have been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these, or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted, or perhaps some of the paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present, and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architectures, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that will be written? If so, who is writing it? Oh. Fuck you. Writers. Goddamn Alan. Is Alan Wake's fucking stupid ass down here? Am I gonna get an Alan Wake? I don't want that. This game made me interested in Alan Wake again. I hate it. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature. That's just because he wanted to fuck his mom. But I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Claudia wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows, but then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place? Concrete walls and rocky caverns. It's easy to see as it is an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Hey, go get your demon dick hentai out of here. Wait, what the fuck? Oh man, I'm not gonna... Okay, good. Ley lines. For all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere, Occam's razor and all that, but that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them, polar north, or is this the pillar of a product of their focused energies, a sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in D.C. to aid my research. I suppose this is a way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner, is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Okay. And two more. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's so many. This is why recording and editing the fucking lore videos has been an impossible nightmare. Formation is a tall stone structure found in the quarry site Beta, only reachable by placing distinct tokens into Jukebox Object of Power, see OOP 10, case file for details. The formation's exact purpose is redacted, but we can at least examine its relationship with the redacted surrounding it. Measuring devices found trace evidence of redacted at certain lines running from the foundation to the redacted. When examining properly, 4 direct ritual tethers were detected. For some form of sympathetic causality connects the formation with the redacted, which means in theory that when certain redacted are performed at one, it will physically affect the other. I've been urged to note that some individuals believe the formation responds to any fulfillment of purpose or desire in nearby individuals, although I'd like to remind those individuals that we're the parakinesesiology. Fuck. We're the whatever department, not the para-feelings department. I'm proud to report that my team was able to design, construct, and install a permanent detection system. These arches will help rangers identify when the causality tethers are active, allowing them to better redacted. And astral copy. The astral plane, now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousnesses or directed by a higher intelligence, such as the board, remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate that they serve as live targets for potential paratotalian to practice on. Some have been equipped with pure weaponry, though it seems unlikely that they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to hiss corruption. Refer to file redacted for a full report. And that looks to be everything. So, yeah. This is why those lore episodes are so fucking hard and why I was an idiot for not just doing it as I went, because, oh boy. One day I'll have those done. Maybe. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you next time.